Sarah, presentation on Sport England by Ben, George and Pablo.
About Sport England. Sport England are committed to helping people and communities across the country, creating a sporting habitat for life. This means that they invest in organisations and projects that will get more people playing sport and creating opportunities for people to excel in their chosen sport. Sport England and new starting clubs, sport clubs and new starting clubs can apply for funding from Sport England to help them either get started or get new equipment. They also work alongside the National Lottery to receive funding to help clubs get started.
The objectives of Sport England is in 2017, 5 years after the Olympic Games. They want to have transformed Sport England so that sport becomes a habit for life for more people and a regular choice for the majority. The strategy will be to see more people taking on and keeping a sport habit of life, create more opportunities for young people, develop talent, provide the right facilities. We'll see that through the funding, support local authorities and unlock local funding, ensure real opportunities for communities as well. The aims will be to recognise and take full advantage of the unique role of sport and active recreation in contributing to a wide array of policy and community aspirations, include leisure, health and education. Using the sport and recreation as a fundamental part of the planning and delivery of sustainable communities, and to develop partnership working using sport and active recreation as a common interest. The government's national planning policy framework would be to protect existing facilities, this would be with help of funding, where you can refurbish or upgrade your sports facility or convert an existing building into a venue suitable for a sport and accessible for the whole community. It would also enhance the quality and management of existing facilities, so it would be to improve the facilities. They wish to see the best use made for existing sports facilities through improving their quality, access and management, and to provide new facilities to meet demand. They want to seek to ensure that communities have access to sufficient high quality sports facilities that are fit for purpose. The funding aims would be, they have a 7 investment programme between 2016 and 2021. They'll be tackling activity to help the 20% of people in England who don't do any sport or physical activity, children and young people, to work with children from the age of 5 to increase children's basic competence and enjoyment, volunteering, focusing on the motivations and needs of the volunteers, so that volunteering in the sport attracts more people from a wider range of backgrounds. Taking sport and activity into the mass market, focusing on the sports and activities that have mass appeal and can get larger numbers of people, supporting the sports core markets, local delivery, and creating welcoming sports facilities. We can really see 4 types of funding. There'll be volunteering. In December 2016, they will announce full details of a new 3 million volunteering fund to diversify the range of people who volunteer, and as a first step, support people from lower social economic groups to volunteer in the sport. Local delivery in December 2016, they want to invite expression of interest to become one of our local delivery pilot project. If you're interested in helping the type of people who are normally active by putting their needs first, then this is the fund for you. Tackling activity, they want to help people who are inactive in one of our major is one of their major priorities. They want to publish an investment guide of inactivity, describing the type of projects that they're looking for, and also open a first phase of inactivity funding, which will focus on projects to help older adults. And there would be the facilities that, as I said before, they want to improve it through the funding. The minimum you can apply for is 500 grand. Maximum will be £2 million to build new facilities, and the minimum will be £20,000 to up to £75,000 if it's for refurbish already made facilities.
How to receive the funding? If you apply through the National Lottery funding, your organisation will have to be a fully constituted club, organisation or trust, an organisation generally within the voluntary sector with its own consultation and memorandum and articles of association. Also, community amateur sport clubs, an organisation registered with HMRC as a community amateur sports club. There's also foundation schools or colleges, and although run by local education authorities, the school retains control over admission, employment of staff, land and buildings. Also with it, independent schools or colleges as a school or college for fee-paying students that does not receive a government grant. Sport England's youth and community strategies. In May 2016, they've launched a current strategy to outline the work they will do between 2017 and 2021 to increase the number of people getting active. It's their response to the government's Sporting Future Open in a New Window strategy, which was published in December 2015. Their vision is that everyone in England, regardless of age, background or ability, feels able to take part in sport or activity. Some might be fit and talented, but others won't be so confident. Funding from Sport England. You can receive small grants from the National Lottery Fund, between £300 and £10,000 not-for-profit organisations to help more people play sport. They have invested £7.7 million in 1,101 projects across the country. They must fit in with Sport England's youth and community strategies, which are projects must be deliverable in a 12-month period from the date of our award letter. Projects must be focused on sports that are recognised by Sport England. Note that the sports that Sport England deem high risk, appropriate affiliation to the national governing body will be required. Your project must be delivered to beneficiaries based in England. Your project's start date must be at least 10 weeks after submission of your completed application and supporting documents. Your project must also be for new, active and new cost associated with helping more people play sport.
A few case studies Sport England have funded. The Abbey Stadium Leisure Centre, they propose to create a wet side of the leisure centre, so they've already got their dry side with all their pitches and basketball courts, etc. Now we want a nice 25 metre 6-lane fully heated pool which is using sustainable heat. We want a learner pool alongside and viewing capabilities of up to 300 people, and obviously a wet changing room as well. The pool is heated via renewable energy from the adjacent crematorium's waste energy. It's called a heat reclamation plant. The total cost of the project was £5,800,000, which was provided by Sport England. It meets priorities of the funder as it promotes more recreational swimming within the community and more swimming lessons. It's therefore decreasing likelihood of things like obesity and other common areas from lack of exercise. It opens up more jobs for the community, like giving better career aspects, and it saves money on the heating, therefore saving money for the community. And Active England is another funder of money for sport, but this one was overseen by Sport England and the Big Lottery Fund. They jointly funded it with 108.5 million, and then Active England took that funding and split it between 240 different projects. The objectives which were set by Sport England, Big Lottery Fund and Active England are to create sustainable, innovative, multi-active environments for sport, social and health deprivation, increase participation in sport and physical activity among all the sections of society that are underrepresented in sport and physical activity participation, and ensuring ways of working are spread and adopted by sports sector and key partners. Mission Active Future is one of these ongoing projects, so this is one of the 240 different projects, and it works with 6 to 11 year olds, and the idea is to get children active without having to get them involved with a sports club, so that they're not off put by all the sports sort of like fixtures and things. They can just do activities without having to go to like fixtures. It's basically a huge hydraulically operated lorry kitted out with interactive exhibition, which is taken to schools and remote areas and has a limited stay of 1 to 2 weeks. The exhibition, when finished, with each child produces a logbook with an 8-week log of activity linked to an award system, which will hopefully establish a routine in the child's everyday lifestyle. The funding provided was 660,000 for a 5-year project, and it meets all the objectives as it's created a sustainable multi-sports environment, and it's literally able to move about and increase physical activity among sections of society by going into deprived areas and schools, meaning people can have a go who usually wouldn't. And then this is his reference list.